Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Welcome back to Work Guitars. Good to talk to you again. We just got back from a great trip to Florida. We went to Rockville. We saw some amazing bands. Godsmack, Alice Cooper, Jason Bonham, and a couple others that are escaping my grasp, my mental grasp at the moment, but we were there. Anyway, went to a couple of cool places, hung out on the beach a little bit, but now we're back. We need to do some work. And what we need to do today is start the bracing on the back of the parlor style build that we're doing, the 0028 style. And what I need is a piece of spruce with the grain running in the opposite direction to run down the center strip of this beautiful piece of rosewood here, this back. So we're going to run a piece going this way, but I always like to run the grain going in the wrong direction that way, because that seems to be the best way to do it, to ensure that that joint stays together, and it just adds a little extra strength on that small glue joint right there running down the back. So we're going to do that today, and in order to do that, I need to take a piece of wood off of this set that I bought to do the top with. This beautiful piece of Sitka spruce, book matched piece, and I believe this one is defect free. I need to double check it, of course, but the last one unfortunately came up with a defect where it looked like there was a windbreak, and unfortunately I can't use it now because I don't want to put that on a client's guitar. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. You see this defect right here? You can probably see that. You can see it really good in the back. That's when I first noticed it. See, that's a windbreak right there, running through the grain. And of course, I don't want to put that on a guitar that we're building. I may repair it with some CA glue and use it on a build for myself though. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with it. It seems like a waste, but it is what it is, and I can't use it, so we're gonna do a whole new one, and we're gonna get it right. And I've already bought the rosette pieces for it, and so we're just gonna move ahead and, you know, take the loss on that and start again on it. I should have caught it before, but I didn't. And so that's the way it goes. So this is the new piece that I bought, and fortunately there's plenty of wood here for me to take a couple of rips off of this, cross cuts, and then I can make those pieces that I need to run down the center of the back. Okay, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna do that right now, so hang tight. So I've got plenty of room right across here that I can cut off, and that'll give me more than enough wood to do that back strip. So we get that cross cut done real quick like, and then we can mill it down and see what we got. So I have this milled down to about 1/8 of an inch. Well, it's not about 1/8 of an inch, it's exactly 1/8 of an inch. 0.125. Now I'll join a straight edge on here and rip it to 5/8 of an inch. 5/8, 3/4, probably 3/4. Then I can get 2 rips out of each one of these pieces, And it gives me more than enough to piece together a very nice long back strip for this back. So let me get a jointed edge on here and we'll move on to that. All right, over to the saw. There's always stuff stacked on horizontal surfaces, you know what? If you leave an empty space, it gets filled up. All right, let's see if we're plugged in. We are plugged in. Very good. I need my push stick. There it is. That's all. Okay, so now we have our little strips. So I need to lay out on the back here exactly where I want them to go. Get this little dowel out of here. I use the dowel to help line things up. I've already got that laid out where the bracing goes. So, let me just lay that out one more time real quick. I kind of erased some of it when I was scraping off the glue joint. There. And we're using some Sitka spruce, some quarter sawn Sitka spruce for the bracing on this guitar. All of the grain is running straight up and down this way on the Sitka spruce to give it extra, firm strength, I guess is the word I'm looking for, firm strength. That makes sense, right? Okay. Stiffness, rigidity. That's the word I was looking for, rigidity. I need a thesaurus that plays on the side over here so I can throw words at it and can tell me the correct word I'm trying to use. Okay, so we have the bracing going this way, obviously. And so now I just need to lay this out for these pieces that are going with the grain running in this direction through here. And it looks like I'm only going to need 2.5 pieces to get that done. So that's great. I got more than enough here. So let me make some square cuts on the end of these. And I'll be right back. Okay, nice square cuts. We're using 5/8 of an inch for this. A little bit over. 652, so that's 3, 2, much. And that is where the edge of our strip will run. Let me get you a little closer so you can see. Got our center marked, and I'm just using the calipers to mark the exact halfway mark on a piece of this. So we can get the outside edge of our line here. Okay, that's it. Okay, so we got the neck block and the tail block. These strips fit in between there, in between these two. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that out on here. And because I have these dowels located on these backs and fronts, tops and backs, I can easily lay out the rest of the build on there like that. If I loosen this up just a little bit and push this down. That. I'm going to tighten this back up. There. Now this will fit down over these dowels, like that. See, the dowels. All right, so now I can actually lay out those blocks very accurately because that's where it's going to go. So I'll put a mark here. And a mark here. And I can stop that strip right there. That works out good. Just gotta get this back off of here. I probably ought to make these 1/4-inch dowels a little loose so I don't have to pry anything. Take a chance of breaking anything. This wood is very thin, obviously it breaks pretty easily. Until you get it all put together, and then it's really strong. Right, that goes back in there like that. We have our marks on there, one here and one there. Put this back over here out of the way. Now, you can put these strips on. You get you over a little closer again. You can probably barely make out these little lines here and here. And that's where these stop. So I want one here. And I want one here. And then a little piece right there. And then we can take this over there to the Go Bar deck and get it put together. Cut this little piece to fit. Okay, we got our glue, we got our brush, we got some tape. I'm just gonna put this little piece of paper, wax paper down here over top of the sanding disc that is on this radius dish. And this will just protect the top a little bit. Keep it from scratching our back. Because this sits right down inside here, right in the center of that. And what I'm gonna do is just tape those together right there so they don't slip around on me while I'm trying to glue it. A piece of tape on those. It's right here. Just like that. Piece is being a little weird. Okay. And I'm going to put a piece of tape right along the line where this glues to it. And what that's going to do is keep this piece from slipping. And it's also going to help me see where it goes better. That makes sense? Let me get you closer so you can see what I'm talking about. So obviously I have a line drawn inside here like this. And if I put a piece of tape there, it will put just enough of a ledge on this to keep this piece from slipping. So that's why I'm going to do that. And it makes it so much easier to see exactly where you're going when you glue it down. Like that. Now I know this piece goes right there, lined up with my lines, and that keeps that from slipping around on me. And we can glue that down, just like that. All right, so let's get a little glue on that piece there. Even gonna put a dot of glue right there in that little joint. That one got a little carried away. a little extra on the back there. And we'll just lay this down right here. Right. I want to try to keep these straight up and down so we got straight pressure and it's not making it slide in either direction. Like that, just like that. And what I'll do is put a couple pieces of tape across, also help hold it in place. There we go. That looks great. That looks great. Okay, there it is. And we can just pull that back off. Let those other little pieces of tape can be moved now also, I guess, or we could just leave them there. It would make it easier to clean if I pulled it off. Save your little rosewood strips. These things are great for so many different things around the shop. Things like that right there. Perfect for that. Okay guys, that's it for today. I'm gonna move on to something else. We'll let that dry. When those have dried properly, when that's all dried properly, probably tomorrow, we'll take all those bars out and we'll start on the bracing, the horizontal bracing. We'll get that back done and start on the top. We'll get the top glued up, get a new rosette put together, get that thing going. We already have the sides done, as you see. and then we'll get the neck going and we'll get this guitar rolling, all right? And we got a bunch of other builds coming up, a bunch of other builds in progress, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for watching, all right? You guys be good to each other out there. Work Guitars, we'll see you out there somewhere, all right? Bye now.